Hello friends, welcome to my channel Easy Life Science. Here I am talking about female reproductive system in human. So please subscribe my channel Easy Life Science, like my video, share it to your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will get the notification of my newly uploaded video. Female reproductive system in a human being consists of organs that plays an important role in production of female gametes called as a egg cell, receive the sperm for fertilization, implantation and development of fetus. It produces the sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone. These are some important roles of the female reproductive system in human being or humans. Reproductive system in the females includes a pair of ovary, some axillary ducts, external genitalia and cervix. These are some major organs in the female reproductive system in a human. A pair of ovaries, axillary glands, external genitalia and cervix. So in this image we can look for the female reproductive system in the humans. Then starting from the cervix. Cervix is the lower part or a lower portion of the uterus. Here in this image, this is a uterus and this lower part is a cervix. The cervix is lined with a mucus known as a cervical mucus. The cervical mucus provides a lubrication and sperm transport during a sexual intercourse. During ovulation, secretion of cervical mucus increases in a response to the estrogen. But when an egg is ready for fertilization, the mucus then becomes thin and slippery, offering a friendly environment to a sperm. And this is a cervical mucus, and this cervical mucus is useful for fertilization, and it gives a friendly environment to the sperm. At the end of pregnancy, the cervix acts as the passage through which the baby exits the uterus into a vagina. The cervical canal expands to roughly 50 times more to its normal width for the passage of baby during a birth or a parturition or a labor. Then the vagina, it is a lower part of female reproductive system. Vagina opens to the exterior between urethra and anus. Vagina is muscular, rigid sheath connecting external genitalia to the uterus. The functions of vagina: the vagina acts as both for copulation canal, as it receives the sperms from penis during a copulation, and also acts as a birth canal during a parturition. The lumen of vagina is lined by a glycogen-rich mucous membrane consisting of sensitive papillae and Bartholin's glands. The secretion of Bartholin's glands lubricate the penis during a sexual act. Then the external genitalia. It is also known as a vulva or a pedunum. It consists of mons pubis, vestibule, hymen and clitoris. The first, that is a vestibule. The vulva has a depression known as a vestibule. The vestibule has two apertures, upper external urethral orifice of a urethra and lower vaginal orifice of a vagina. Vestibule is surrounded by two pairs of moist skin, and these skins are folded, known as a labia majora and labia minora. The first, that is a labia majora, it is a large, fleshy and hairy outer fold which extend from a mons pubis and surround the vaginal opening. The labia majora or greater leaves are the parts around the vagina containing two glands known as Bartholin's glands, which help for lubrication during intercourse. Then next, labia minora, it is a small, thin and hairless inner fold of a skin beneath a labia majora. The labia minora or laser lips are thin, hairless ridges of the entrance of the vagina which joins behind and in front. In front, it split to include a clitoris. The clitoris, a highly sensitive organ laying just in front of urethral opening, it is a small pea-shaped structure. It plays an important role in sexual excitement in a females. Opening of the vagina is separate from the urinary opening. So in this image, have a look on it. This part is a mons pubis. This one, the folded skin, known as a labia majora, and innermost, this is a labia minora, and this one is a clitoris, and this whole is a vagina. These are some external genitalia. Then it also has a hymen. The hymen is a thin crescentic fold of a tissue which partially covers the opening of vagina. It is often torn or breaked during first coitus. It can also be broken by a sudden fall or jolt, or sometimes because of insertion of vaginal tampon, or sometimes it gets breaked or torn due to active participation in some ports activity. In some women, the hymen persists even after a coitus, so the hymen is not a reliable indicator of a virginity. Then the uhuris, it is a primary sex organs of a female. It is known as a female gonad. Ovaries are located on both sides of the lower abdomen. Each ovary is about 2 to 4 cm in length and connected to a pelvic wall and a uterus by a ligament. The ovary is covered by a thin epithelium which includes the ovarian stroma. The stroma is made up of outer cortex and inner medulla. Ovary contains a group of cells called ovarian or Graafian follicles. A follicle consists of one egg cell surrounded by one or more layers of follicle cells which nourish and protect the developing egg cell. About 4 lakh follicles are formed in a woman at time of birth. After puberty, usually one follicle matures and releases its egg during the menstrual cycle. The functions of ovary, they produces a female gametes called ova by a process of oogenesis. Graafian follicles secrete a female sex hormone known as estrogen and progesterone. These are the sex hormones. Estrogen controls the development of secondary sexual characters in a female. Then next, that is accessory ducts. It includes 2 oviducts, that is fallopian tubes and uterus. The fallopian tube is known as a oviduct or a uterine tube. The first, that is a fallopian tube. It is one of the accessory duct. Fallopian tubes or a oviduct are about 10 to 12 centimeter long, extend from ovary to uterus. Each oviduct has three parts: infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. The first, that is a infundibulum. It is a part of oviduct laying toward the ovary. It is a funnel-shaped part of the fallopian tube having a number of finger-like fimbri. This is a infundibulum and these are the fimbri, and this is a ovary. The fimbri helps to collect the ovum after the ovulation, that is a release of ovum from the ovary. The ovum which are released from this ovary are collected through this fimbri. The next part of the fallopian tube is the ampulla. The infundibulum leads to the ampulla. It is the wider part of the oviduct. Then isthmus, it is a narrow part of the oviduct which has a narrow opening into the uterus. If you look at this image, here the ovary through a process of ovulation releases a ova, and this ova or a egg reaches to the midpoint of a fallopian tube. This is one ova, and at time of a copulation, when the male human releases the sperms or a sperm cell into this, the sperm cells travels and come to the ampulla. If here the egg is present, the sperm cell and egg cell get fused and forms a zygote. Then the zygote travels to the fundus. This is a fundus of a uterus, and here the zygote get fixed, and this is known as a implantation of fertilizer egg. And this implantation is carried out in a endometrium of a uterus, and from this point the embryo get developed. Then the next, uterus. It is hollow muscular organ which is inverted pear shaped. It is supported by ligaments attached to a pelvic walls. Uterus consists of three parts: upper fundus, middle body, and terminal cervix. Cervix connects the uterus to a vagina. It is mainly formed of most powerful sphincter muscles of the body. Then the functions of uterus. It is a site of a fetal development during a pregnancy. It also takes part in a placenta formation, expelling of a baby during a parturition. The uterine consists of three layers. The external layer is known as a perimetrium. It is a thick membrane. The middle membrane is known as a myometrium. It is thick layer made up of a smooth muscles, and inner glandular or a vascular layer, and it lines the uterine cavity. The uterus grows to form 10 to 20 times its normal size during a pregnancy. So this is about a female reproductive system in a human beings. If you like my video, subscribe my channel Easy Life Science, like my video, share it to friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will get the notification of my newly uploaded video. So thank you once again.